and try and get something going. Sprinting down the field, they'll get it to their main attacker out in front. Good look. Shot. Scored. Number 22 with the long stick. That's going to be Walker Goodsight. Not something you normally see from him.
24 for Georgia with a great move there. Gets around his defender. 24, of course, is Jacob Peach. Now Georgia on the offensive shot. Scores! Is that Rory Kavanaugh again? With the side shot, Rory Kavanaugh now puts the Dogs up 8 as the Dogs will scream towards the Tech bench. What happened? Good stick and body here from number 28 for the Bulldogs. That's Quinn Kavanaugh. Looked like Tennessee would pick up that ground ball, and instead the Bulldogs with possession, and they'll be on the offensive attack. Lots of goals here early. We had kind of a low-scoring affair for most of the game last night and an 11-7 win for the Bulldogs. Now we have a 2-1 game with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first. Looking for the wraparound shot, a spin move, and he'll throw it under the goalie's right knee and find the back of the net. That will be the Dogs' third score in the first 5 minutes of the game, as we still have 10:28 left on the clock. We've seen defensive breakdowns from both teams so far. No one really getting a body on either of the attackers on either side. And the goalies have pretty much been left to stand on their heads so far. Another face-off win here for the Bulldogs, but they'll immediately have a bad pass, and the Volunteers will get possession, but then a good stick from the Bulldogs, and now a good stick from Tennessee. And we'll get another shot clock reset, and then a bad pass from Tennessee. As now a Bulldog will stumble, but he will get it safely back to the big goalie, Reed McCall, who gets it and advances it to midfield. McCall has had a great couple of weeks, a great game last night. And, of course, he did actually win Goalie of the Week earlier for his game against Georgia Tech. Now the Dogs will be on the offensive attack. They'll drive in, but then get it back out. And that pass found the netting, it looked like, or the stick of the attacker, but it just bounces wide. And now Tennessee will have possession. We've seen some sloppy lacrosse here early that can likely be attributed to the weather. Of course, no lightning, no thunder, so no reason to cancel the game, but the rain is coming down hard as Wheeler attempts to poke the ball free but is unable to and will stay onside. But now Tennessee will look to switch and get something going on the offensive side. Tennessee moving the ball around behind the net, looking to develop anything. They do get in front of the net, and Reed McCall with a great save, a man right out in front of him. Absolutely nowhere near anyone near for the Bulldogs, but Reed McCall with a great save, and now it will turn into some offense as the Bulldogs look to move fast, but instead another bad pass will cause a turnover as the Volunteers get offensive possession again. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. As Tennessee's goalie makes a bad turnover, there'll be a drive, a kick to the side, and a good pass. Just Sam Wheeler looking to take the shot too early off the pass. He shakes his head as he tries to make a move around his defender. The defender with the long stick able to keep him on the side, and he'll just throw it back to midfield. A good opportunity there for the Bulldogs, but another pass just sails a bit too wide. A drive in here from Ryan Allman, and he'll get it back. We'll see an overhand shot try and find its way towards the net, but it is saved by the Tennessee goalie, who is now pressured, just committed a turnover earlier, but he's able to get this one away safely. Georgia pressing, trying to not let Tennessee get it to midfield. And they eventually will, as Wheeler tries to poke the ball free again, but is unable to. Now Tennessee with some room to work, but another bad pass. We've really seen some sloppy lacrosse here. Both of these teams trying to fight the conditions they're in. Of course, we are on a turf field, so no mud to be kicked up. But the rain coming down super hard makes it hard to make crisp passes and move at the speed that you want to. Good defense here from UGA, and a good save from Reed McCall. That looked like it was going to go wide, but McCall got his stick on it to collect it, and now his team will have a chance to go on the attack. That was actually kind of a dangerous ball there as Reed was saving it. It was going to go wide, and it looked like he might have lost it for a second, but able to get it, and now the Dogs will be on the attack. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Yesterday's stream didn't exactly go how we wanted it to, so I'm glad you guys have made your way back, and hopefully we'll have a good stream here today. Of course, with the weather conditions and the connection, I know that we aren't streaming at a very, as the Dogs will drive in. Wheeler looking to spin around his defender, gets a shot, but it hits the side of the net. And it looks like the goalie for Tennessee has it. We'll have a whistle, but I want to thank you all for tuning in. We're not streaming at the quality we want right now, as the connection is making it difficult to. But if you're enjoying the stream, please leave a like or comment in the YouTube section, and we'd love to respond to them. Of course, we weren't sure if we were going to have a stream today, but we were able to pull one off. So if you know any UGA men's club lacrosse fans or Tennessee club lacrosse fans, make sure to get them in here so that they can watch this game live, as Tennessee will be on the attack looking for anything, unable to develop. They'll get it behind the net to the ex-attacker, trying to get out in front, and he's bodied away again. Besides Tennessee's one goal, they've really been unable to get anything in close. After a sloppy start, UGA's defense forming up as they create a turnover here. The Tennessee player will complain that he was maybe cross-checked. Instead, Georgia will have possession. Wheeler, of course, has the most points on the team, approaching Rory Kavanaugh's goal spot. I believe we haven't had updated stats since the game yesterday, but I believe Wheeler is still second in goals on the team. Shot goes high, but the Dogs will be closest and retain possession. But right now, Rory Kavanaugh leads in the goals for the Bulldogs, but Sam Wheeler, with a couple excellent weeks, winning SELC Offensive Player of the Week last week, is approaching that mark. Of course, great at assisting his team as well. And a stick breaks for Tennessee on the stick check. And they'll get it right out in front and eventually get it behind the goalie. That was an excellent pass. I believe that was Kevin Nyquist with the pass. Got it right out in front, and an easy put in after shot faking the goalie, and the Dogs will be up 4-1. 4 minutes and 23 seconds remain in the first quarter. You might be able to see it at the very top of your screen, but the Dogs brought out canopies, and they have all their players standing under it. And the Volunteers are just standing in the rain, looking rather depressed with these weather conditions. Dogs will win the face-off and get it down the field quickly. Long stick midfielder, number 44 for the Bulldogs, Aiden McKenna, getting clean possession for his team, and he'll run off for a switch. Dogs taking it slow here, with a big lead early, 4-1, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first. Looking to expand on the lead and then hold it. I don't think the Bulldogs played their greatest game against the Gamecocks yesterday. And one of the things they did poorly, in my opinion, was not being able to hold the lead as well as they could on the offensive side. Some careless turnovers last night. So if the Dogs maintain this lead and are able to have good, long offensive possessions like this that come with a good shot, that one goes high. The Dogs will be closest to it. I think they'll be in much better shape. As the game winded down last night, South Carolina wasn't able to take advantage of their opportunities. Wraparound shot finds the back of the net. That's big, number 32, Sam Wheeler. We were just talking about how important he is to this team. Freshman with that great wraparound and puts the Dogs up 5-1. But the Gamecocks last night were unable to take advantage of some of the poor offensive possessions the Bulldogs had at the end of the game. Dogs had some good defense, but if they want to improve, they have a big lead early in this 5-1. It'll be interesting to see as the game develops how they'll hold on to it. Of course, so early in the game, won't be too worried about it. Another errant pass here will result in Tennessee ball. Tennessee going to slow down here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. This is a critical offensive possession here for Tennessee. You really don't want to go down even more than you can, and you want to get to the second quarter as down as little as possible if you can get a goal here and start building momentum, because right now the Dogs, despite some sloppy passes, have all the momentum. Poor shot here from the Volunteers, but there will be a battle for it. McCall will come up with it. The Dogs' defense, since the first goal allowed for the Volunteers, has been excellent. No quality shots, I would say, for the Volunteers. And McCall has swallowed everything up that's come his way. He's going to actually advance the ball pretty far here and make a good pass. And a good check there by Tennessee.
Good job, Peach.
But Evan Malton with a good job getting it up, and a goal here from Sam Wheeler adds another one to his list. Might have to get a bigger notebook as he's adding goal after goal after goal, and soon he'll have multiple pages of just those check marks for the goals and assists he has, and now the Dogs will be up 6-1.